Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here on a cold, blustery winter's night, and that means basketball season. We're here at Norristown Area High School, where tonight a new era will open up in Norristown basketball. I'm Tom McGee, former coach here at Norristown High School, and my telecast partner this evening is former Norristown, Plymouth Whitemarsh, and Archbishop Kennedy girls head coach, and very successful, I might add, Bob Koch. And Bob, this is an exciting night. So I'm a little bit nervous not only doing this telecast, but I'm a little bit nervous for Billy Michaels, who makes his debut this evening here at Norristown High School.
I would echo, I'm a little nervous too, because this is my first time on the mic in this capacity, but I'm looking forward to the opportunity to working with Tom, who has been very successful in his right, and we're looking forward to a lot of fun and a lot of enjoyment this year, and working a lot of games together. I'm sure this will be a learning experience for both of us, but we'll put in our best effort to make this as enjoyable for all the people in the audience.
Bob, one thing you can attest to, as I certainly can, that coaching basketball at Norristown, there are a lot of expectations. In some cases, they're unrealistic, but nevertheless, the expectations here, Norristown, there's no such word as rebuilding in a lot of the fans' minds. However, this will be a case, no question about it. Billy Michaels has to rebuild this program. He's got a lot of inexperienced players, a lot of youth. I believe tonight he's starting 3 or 4 underclassmen in the starting lineup. And the expectations on Bill, how do you think he's feeling right now?
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of nervousness. I think that's consistent with any coach that starts a new program. But by the same token, he's not starting from the bottom. He's starting from the top. A tradition in a program that is very rich in success, that has had a lot of traditionally good, successful teams. Sure, he's new, but he's also been a veteran coach. He's coached at another high school that's been very successful. So I'm sure adjusting to the climate, the fans, the spectators, the new facility. But he does have a lot of things, I think, going for him. Facility is top shelf. A lot of people are supporting him, and he's had, I understand, a lot of assistance from you, talking to him about setting the table for the season, some of the do's and don'ts, and I'm sure that will help him. But I would expect every coach, whether you're a veteran or rookie, you're going to experience some nervousness.
Well, there's no question he'll be a little bit nervous, but to echo the same sentiments, Bill Michaels is a proven winner, coaching at a perennially powerhouse Farrell High School, where he's coming off 52 wins and 2 state tournament performances the last 2 years. Same type of demographic makeup in the Farrell area. So Billy's not going to be taken by surprise, I can tell you that. And I can attest to the fact how hard he's worked since he was named coach last spring. He quickly relocated, he and his family, down here in the Norristown area, worked tremendously hard over the summer getting kids in camps, summer leagues, various weekend tournaments, individual workouts. He's done his homework. He's already been scouted. He's been out scouting numerous times the first weekend. That's one advantage that Norristown had not opening up over the weekend, because the coaching staff got to see a lot of the teams that they're going to play early on. Most notably tonight, Quakertown. He saw them, I believe, on Monday evening, saw Hatboro and Abington over the weekend. And although first game jitters might be present for the players, the fact that Norristown's going to come out ready to play. Quakertown, on the other hand, coming off a tough home loss to Whitehall High School from District 11 and played them right down to the wire. Quakertown's coming in here, I think, confident. And again, everyone shoots for Norristown, Bob, so this should be a great game tonight.
Well, I was watching some of the players from Quakertown warm up, and I'm sure one of the things that they would have to deal with from the beginning with us is our quickness, our press, our ability to make the transition. I'm sure that's something that they're going to have to deal with. They played a Whitehall who played a second half with a stall game and a very slowed down game. That's not the way Norristown will approach it, and he's going to have to make some quick adjustments probably very early. to accommodate the quickness of this team.
I agree with him. Talking to Coach Kevin Keeler, who, by the way, Bobby, is in his 18th season. He's a veteran coach, and he alluded to that same fact that you just mentioned, that he's unfamiliar with the new system, unfamiliar with the personnel, and he's going to start out man to feel out the Norristown quickness, but he's ready to go to a 1-3-1 matchup zone anytime he sees fit. Well, Bob, we're approaching game time here as the JV game is going to be winding down shortly, so we're going to be signing off now. And once again, I would like to welcome everybody and invite everybody out to these games, both boys and girls, here at Norristown High School. High school basketball, high school sports is the best ticket for the best entertainment you can get. So we'll be back in a minute for the start of the 2000-2001 season. Okay, here we are back here at Norristown High School. Game between Quakertown and Norristown. Right now the starting lineups for Quakertown are being announced. Number 23, that's Tyke Copeland. Number 33, 5'9", junior Bob Belenius. Number 41, 6-foot sophomore guard Brian Wimmer. Number 50, 6'1", forward senior Nate Landgreen, who's also the quarterback for the Quakertown Panther football team. And right now we're waiting for the Norristown High School lineup here on the opening night of the debut here at Norristown for head coach Billy Michaels. Jamal Alford, senior guard, started the 2-guard position for the Eagles.
Number 10, Darnell Gowdy.
Number 10 is a junior guard, Darnell Gowdy, perhaps one of the most talented guards in the Suburban 1 Liberty division. And here's an upcoming young player starting tonight, his first varsity game, sophomore Kent Smith, number 30. And surprise starter for the Eagles tonight, number 32, a senior guard, Tony Ellis. And number 33, 6'2" senior Matt Bates. Bob, it must be some of these younger players for Norristown, such as Kent Smith and Tony Ellis, getting their first varsity start. And they have to have some butterflies tonight, but I don't think it'll take long once that game starts. We now all rise for the National Anthem. Bob, our officials for tonight are Mr. Mike Troizo and Mr. Tom Nagy. And how important, Coach Koch, would you say it is for Norristown tonight to get off to a good start?
Tom, I think they will. The first couple of minutes, as you said, they'll probably be a little nervous, but I think after the first couple of minutes, they'll settle in and do what they naturally do, which is run the court and put their press on. I think they'll be fine after the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think both teams, being the fact that this is a league game tonight, it's very important that Norristown gets off to a good start, gets that first W under their belt, because the schedule doesn't get any easier after tonight. Not to belittle the Quakertown Panthers, because I know they played Whitehall very, very tough the other night, and that one-game experience certainly is going to could prove instrumental. Again, the starting lineups for Quakertown: 23 Copeland, 33 Belenius, 41 Wimmer, 40 Hendricks, and 50 Landry. Not an awfully big team, but Norristown is not very tall either, Bob. So they match up size-wise, so perhaps quickness could be the element. Jumping up for Norristown will be number 33, Matt Bates, jumping up against number 40, Steve Hendrick. Quakertown controls the tap. That's Copeland on a pull-up. Rebounded by number 33, Bates. Gets the ball to Alfred coming down. Ball now, Darnell Gowdy at the point. Guarded by Copeland. Crossover dribble, penetration. Nice kick out to Alfred. Good seal by Bates inside, and he's fouled. Good to see Norristown look to go right inside to powerful Matt Bates right away, Bob.
Yeah, there's no look to take the jump shot right away. They're looking to pump it inside, 2 passes, and we're already in a foul situation. So it's a good start.
Right, and I was impressed the way Matt Bates used his body to seal inside, and there was a nice pass by Alfred. Matt misses the first. Rebound, offensive board, pulled down by, I believe that was Kent Smith, the sophomore. Norristown up 2-0. He is tenacious on the boards, that Kent Smith is. Okay, Copeland in control out front for the Panthers. Swings it to number 41, Brian Wimmer. Across the top of the key, looks like a walk there. Steve Hendricks. And both teams looks like they opened up in a man-to-man, Coach.
Yeah, and Quakertown looked a little tentative on the first possession. Didn't look to shoot, looked to pass it back to the wing.
Okay, Gowdy with the ball at the point. Penetration again. This time takes it all the way in. Nice drive. Copeland on transition for the Panthers. Copeland is the key player for them. Passes inside to number 40. And that is Steve Hendricks, 6'2" senior, returning starter for the Panthers. They have a couple returning starters back. We're tied at 2-2, 6:42 remaining in the period. Gowdy to Alfred on the wing. Bates on the cut down the middle. Knocked out of bounds by number 50, Nate Landgreen. Inbounding for the Eagles will be Gowdy, number 10. Kent Smith cuts to the ball. Gowdy gets the return pass. Swings the ball back to Ellis at the point. Back to Gowdy on the wing. Cutting nicely down the middle is Alford. A nice pull-up jumper. Norristown leads 4-2 on a very nicely executed play. Breaking any time. 41 now brings the ball up. That's Brian Wimmer, guarded by Kent Smith. Ball to Copeland, 23. Jamal Alford doing a nice job stopping his penetration. And number 40, once again, that's Steve Hendricks, posting up well. And I believe that foul was on Kent Smith.
Tom, one of the things I think Norristown needs to exploit here is the point guard from Quakertown. He's putting the ball on the floor a lot, but he's not really going too far with it. Both passes have been inside the paint, but he's given that dribble up early. I think we need to go after the point guard.
That's a good point that you made there, Bob. As number 40, Hendricks converts the first of a 2-shot foul, bringing Quakertown within 4-3.
Both teams so far have taken 4 shots, and both teams have taken shots in the paint or proximate to the paint. Neither team is looking to shoot outside.
Here's Norristown, turnover by Alfred on transition, and a little out of control there by Johnson, and a sloppy play right now in the opening minutes. Here's Darnell Gowdy, penetration, takes the ball to the hole, and a scoop shot is good for Darnell Gowdy. Quakertown seems to want to push the ball up too, as Bob Belenius finds in the secondary break, number 50, Nate Landry. Norristown fell asleep on the weak side defense that time. Gowdy again, or that was Jamal Alford on the drive. The Norristown guards are very active offensively in the opening minutes here, Bob.
Yeah, we've had 6 possessions so far, and we've been to the line twice already, and both teams are looking to go to the basket. Both teams are looking to run. It doesn't seem like there's any effort on the part of either team to slow the ball up, just push the ball up the court, go to the basket.
That's right. Coach Michaels conveyed to me that certainly was going to be their game plan tonight, to try to pressure Copeland as much as they can, keep the ball away from him, and look to get into a transition game. But Quakertown seems to be cooperating and wanting to do the same thing. 41, Wimmer, bringing the ball up against Kent Smith. Kent Smith again on the reach-in foul.
Yeah, the press so far hasn't been that effective. They're allowing the penetration, allowing to push the ball up court. Quakertown seems more than willing and able to do that. They're able to push the ball up the court with the pressure.
Well, what Quakertown's doing, what they're trying to do is have one of their forwards or inside players bring the ball up so they won't be faced with the pressure of Alfred and Gowdy. Inbound pass goes to Copeland, and he's struggling as Jamal Alford is giving him all he can handle. Alford from way out past the three-point line, and another reach-in foul, and I believe that's also going to be on Kent Smith, and that's the inexperience factor right now.
Tom, I'll point out to you, I said that I think one of the things Norristown can do is exploit the weakness of Quakertown at the guard, and there's a turnover and quick opportunity for us.
Okay, here comes Coach Michaels going to his bench right now. He has Anthony Carmona, number 22, and also number 44, Andrew Bates, looking to come in, replacing Tony Ellis, and I believe it'll be Kent Smith. So Norristown now in a 3-guard offense. Copeland on the penetration. Good defense there by number 44, Andrew Bates, but he looked like he nicked him on the arm as he went up for the shot. Copeland will go to the line shooting 2. What about Coach Michaels going to his bench early?
Well, as you said earlier, we took out a senior, he took out a sophomore, one in foul trouble and the other one maybe not productive at this point, but what you said earlier about being a little nervous and adjusting to it.
And to go along with that point, he replaced the sophomore and a senior with a sophomore and a senior, as Copeland makes both free throws. We're tied at 7. It's Gowdy on a beautiful pass inside. Finds Andrew Bates alone under the basket. Andrew struggled a little bit there with his footwork, but that was a beautiful no-look pass by Gowdy. And that's a sign of a good point guard, is to always look up court, Bob.
Interesting, too, that Quakertown's putting pressure on Norristown.
Well, they have 3 or 4 experienced players back from last year. They didn't have a very successful season at 4-20, but the valuable experience they gained has to give them confidence here early on.
Yeah, they seem to have some quickness, too.
Copeland bringing the ball up the left side. Dump pass into number 34, and that is Harley Moyer. Harley Moyer started last year as a freshman, but injured his hand earlier this week in one of his shop classes, so he's coming off the bench. Norristown with 5 team fouls is not a good sign, Bob, this early. They're only halfway through the first period, and Quakertown's will be in a bonus if Norristown's not too careful. Matt Bates with the rebound. Alford dumps it inside to Andrew Bates. He's pushed from behind. Common foul. Norristown will inbound.
Tom, I do like the fact that Norristown's looking to go inside. They're looking to run the court, and they're looking to get the ball inside, and they're drawing fouls and getting shots inside.
That's a good point you make, Bob. Once again, they post up this time, and that's a beautiful move by Matt Bates inside. Norristown leads 9-7. That shot taken by 41 of Quakertown Wimmer. Norristown on the fast break. Darnell Gowdy takes it all the way, converting on the other end. Norristown up now 11-7, and their pressure is starting to show signs of perhaps bothering the Panthers. Copeland on the miss.
I would wonder about
Andrew
that shot,
with the rebound.
Tom, with 4 Norristown defenders underneath the basket and the rest of Quakertown still in transition.
Yeah, they're taking a quick shot right now. And that Norristown pressure is forcing Quakertown, I believe, to play quicker than they would like.
Good effort on Mr. Bates' part, too. If he can't grab it, tip it, and he kept the ball alive, and Norristown has another possession out of it.
That's exactly right, Bob. Offered a little flat on his jumper. Another great tap. Matt Bates is really doing a great job on the boards. Norristown should have converted that possession. Good double team down low by the Eagles. Gowdy on transition, takes it all the way in. Beautiful scoop shot by Darnell Gowdy. Norristown's now playing at the pace that I think Coach Michaels wants. They just have to stop reaching and just play defense with their feet. That's number 41, Wimmer on the left side, drives, blocked nicely by Bates. I didn't see a foul there, but as a coach, I never see fouls. It might have been blocked them from below. I thought that was an outstanding defensive play, especially the fact that Andrew using his left hand to avoid contact, he was not rewarded by the call. Brian Wimmer shooting 2.
I like the effort that I've seen from both Bates underneath the basket. Both are hitting the board, and if they can't grab it, they are really trying to tip it, keep the ball alive, and hopefully one of their teammates will pick it up. That was great effort, as you pointed out a couple moments ago, with Bates on the help side, on the recovery, on the transition.
Right. Now Andrew Bates is getting a blow. They're going with number 11. They got a lot smaller very quickly. 5'7" junior guard, Gabe Irizarry into the game. As Brian Wimmer, hits his first of the 2-shot foul. Wimmer converts again. Irizarry against the pressure of number 31. Scott Mule kicks it out to Darnell Gowdy, a little bit off bounds on that 3-point attempt. But doesn't hurt them as Quakertown comes right back on transition and turns the ball over. Irizarry against the 1-2-2 zone trap, half-court trap defense. Did what he had to do, get the ball to the middle. Nice kick out. Bates on the pull-up. Jump shot is good by number 33, Matt Bates. Talk about the Bateses. I was familiar with them with their career at Kennedy Kendrick, and I knew they would be very instrumental in this Norristown program. Good hustling rebound by 31. Mule. Shot off, Gowdy in transition. Reach in there, we didn't get the call. Gowdy again finds inside.
Quakertown needs a timeout, Tom. It's getting too easy.
And a foul on Norristown. Now Jamal Alford struggling offensively right now, Bob, but you know, he's only a week or so off the football field where he had a fine football season for the Eagles at quarterback. He's coming off an ankle injury, and he just needs time and repetitions because there's no way he could come right off the football field and be sharp in basketball. I've never seen it done. It takes at least 3 weeks to a month. Of course, as a girls coach, you never had to worry about that, did you, Bob? Okay, what's concerning me right now is Quakertown for the rest of the half is either going to be in a 1-and-1 or a 2-shot bonus. Norristown committed their 7th foul, and more importantly, number 2 on Matt Bates. Different coaches have philosophies of when players get their 2nd foul. I see Bates is still in the game. That's the only thing keeping Quakertown in this game is Norristown's overly aggressive fouling. It's Carmona being trapped in the corner, swings the ball to Gowdy. Darnell looks the court over, penetrates. Ball swung, back to Ellis. Swing to Gowdy on the right side. He penetrates, kicks it back to Carmona, spots up for the three, and bingo. That's his strength, Bob. Carmona can flat out shoot the three-point set shot. You've got to get a hand in his face or he'll kill you. I saw that all summer.
Yeah, he had a lot of time. There was nobody even close to him on that shot.
And Norristown was very patient. Darnell Gowdy in the passing lane, beautifully read, pulls up for three.
Yeah, and I would have a problem with that, as you know, Tom. There's nobody back to rebound. Pull it up, you don't have the shot, instead of taking a three.
I guess he just felt that he had it in rhythm. Number 21 with the ball, Greg Brunner. 31, Scott Mule, 2 seconds, shot goes up. Bates secures the rebound, and at the end of the first quarter, Norristown 18, Quakertown 11. Coach, what are your thoughts on the first quarter watching Norristown under new coach Billy Michaels?
Well, obviously there are some jitters here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of cohesion yet. I'd have to talk to him about shot selection. You're working inside early, picking up some fouls against Quakertown. The last couple of possessions, we're into that run mode, spot up, take the jumper without having people underneath the boards. So from the Norristown side, I'm talking about spot selection, a little more patience, work the ball inside, put your team on the foul line. If I'm Quakertown's coach, I'm telling them to be more patient. We're in a running game now. We're turning the ball over. Better job with the passing and get the ball back into the point guard's hands.
Coach, the situation now, obviously Norristown wants to keep the pressure on, to keep the pace in their favor, but they are in foul trouble. Do you think Coach Michaels might go to a little zone pressure to try to keep the foul situation down? Because that is the only thing keeping Quakertown in the game.
See, I would, again, that's coaches knowing their team, but I would think I would keep the pressure on. But you have to emphasize to them, and it's not too early to start, pressure, 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 but watch your hands. Don't reach. Play position defense. Don't reach, and continue to hustle. Good things will happen.
Okay, right in front of us here, Gabe Irizarry's inbounding the ball. Point guard number 10, Darnell Gowdy. Got 3 underclassmen guards in here now, 2 seniors. Very small presence in Norristown right now. And Quakertown extending their defense to trap. Carmona swings the ball over. Back to Ellis on the penetration. They pull up. And a nice little baby jumper by Tony Ellis. Norristown leading 20-11. Coaching staff over there getting a nice chuckle with that move because they know Tony Ellis is a very intense ball player. And I'll tell you, him making a jump shot like that could spark him to heights unknown. Quakertown, number 21, trying to get the ball back to Blakey, trapped in the corner. Back to number 34. That's Harley Moyer. And we're going to have a jump ball. That time Norristown got the benefit. Instead of the reach in, they got the held ball. Possession arrow favors Quakertown. And this will give us an opportunity to see Norristown's inbounds defense.
On that last possession, Tom, you noticed that Norristown picked them up in a half-court defense. They didn't put on the full-court pressure.
That's exactly right. Nice play there by Carmona on the switch to deny the inbounds, allowing the steal by Irizarry. Kicking out to Gabe. Gabe spots up for 3. And there's another whistle. And I venture to guess who this is going against. That'll be the 8th team foul against the Eagles.
Tom, I'm going to echo it again. That's 3 straight possessions where we've taken jump shots from the 3 or thereabouts and not working it inside.
Well, you know what it is. You have some inexperienced varsity players out there, and they are shooting a little bit quickly. However, I think when they see these games on film and review by Coach Michaels and the coaching staff, I think you'll see those things. They're correctable things. They're correctable. Jamal Alford back in. Andrew Bates out. Norristown now, in essence, is playing with 5 guards. They're playing with 5 guards. Every one of the players out there now is around 5 foot, from 5'7" to 6 foot tall. I think they can get away with this lineup perhaps against Quakertown, who's not big.
Right,
But
because the
next
average
week-
height for Quakertown is 6 foot.
Right, next week against the big front line of Hatboro, if they get in foul trouble and have to go small, they're going to be hurt. Darnell Gaddy on penetration, doing a nice job controlling the ball. Carmona once again spotting up in the corner. Nice baseline move by Jamal Alford. He just doesn't have his basketball timing down yet, Bob. But he's probably the best pure athlete on the team.
Tom, you made a point prior to the game that the officials will be looking for the palming, and there it is. He made the call, carrying the ball.
That is the point of emphasis this year. Last year, that palm by Tyke Copeland probably would go uncalled. Too much Allen Iverson influence, and referees want to take that away from the high school players for the PIAA and Basketball Rules Committee. Nice ball movement by the Eagles. Alford fights for the rebound, kicks it to Gaddy, just inside the 3. That's a 2. His foot was on the line. Norristown, good ball movement. Number 33 now handing the ball. That's Bob Belenius for Quakertown. They're really having trouble against Norristown pressure, and a good took the charge. Who was that? That was Gabe Irizarry. I know that pleases Coach Michaels. He's over there really pumping his fist, because that's one thing he preaches. Take the charges, beat the man to the spot, deny that baseline, plant your feet and draw the charge.
Boy ran out of options too. He made a commitment to go in, and there's no place to go. He could have pulled the ball out, back out.
Yeah, there was no jump stop. Here's Quakertown now in a 1-3-1 extended zone. Norristown attacking it with a 2-1-2 set. That looks like Ellis from the corner. Good shot. Carmona, an athletic player on the offensive pull.
See, and you know, one of the weaknesses with the 1-3-1 is rebounding, and I think one of the things that's going to surface here, they're already out rebounding Quakertown, and with the 1-3-1, if you don't get that turnover up top, you're in trouble on the shot.
Right, this is against Norristown's smaller lineup. And there's another reach foul by Alford, and that'll put number 20 on the line for Quakertown. That's Steve Wimmer. Steve will be shooting 1-1. Next Norristown foul will put them in the 2-shot bonus. Here's Wimmer. Steve Wimmer converts the first. Quakertown's making their foul shots, Bob. If they weren't, this score could be really out of hand at this point.
Foul shots are keeping them in the game, Tom. It's
okay. Wimmer converts the second. Irizarry bringing the ball up. Looks like Quakertown's going back now to man-to-man. Irizarry bounce pass. Alford to corner to Carmona, back to Alford to Ellis, cutting across the key, and he's bumped. He was close to a walk there, but the contact apparently occurred prior to the hop.
I think Coach Gilwer realized the 1-3-1 isn't going to work. If you're not going to get the steal or the trap or a tip out of it, you give up that shot, you're vulnerable underneath, and he's out of it real quick.
You're right, Norristown showed good ball movement, Coach, against that. Back to Alford. Coach is calling his motion offense. Pass cut right to the basket. Unfortunately, I don't understand what happened there. That was a phantom call. That was beautiful execution by the Eagles. Screen away, man cutting off the basket. He might have called a moving pick, but I didn't see it. And to make matters worse,
Two-shot situation, Tom. Bonus.
Could be a 4-point swing. On that official's call, could be a possible 4-point swing.
You know, Coach Michaels at halftime is going to address that. They're in a two-shot situation with 4:42 left in the first half, and 2 of his starters are on the bench with fouls. You know, that's something he's going to have to talk about.
And Copeland converts the first free throw, which Quakertown's doing a good job of taking advantage of the opportunity to shoot free throws. He converts number 2. So what could have been a 14-point lead now, or 12 is now 8. Instead of 26-14, it's 24-16. Ellis to Irizarry. Back to Irizarry, top of the key. Shot from the top of the key, off the mark. Copeland in transition for the Panthers. We're in their 1-2-2 set, like a box offense type. They're cutting off the high post. Copeland back, left wing, spots up, hits the three. And all of a sudden, coach, it's a 5-point game, which could have been 12. That one official's call really hurt the Eagles. Gowdy on the miss.
There we are, Tom, right over the half-court line. We're looking to take that shot instead of being patient. I'd also point out, Tom, Norristown is in a potential bonus situation with 3 minutes left. There's 6 fouls. Take advantage of it.
Quakertown score here. Michaels will call timeout. And he called the timeout anyway. You could see the momentum swing. Coach, once you get, Norristown was in trouble with the foul situation early, and you knew late in the second quarter that this type of situation would develop with Quakertown staying in the game because of the advantage of the free throw line.
Tom, I think we've gone away from a couple of things we did early in the first couple of minutes. We're not getting any offensive rebounds. We're not looking inside, and we are committing the fouls. And with Quakertown at 6 fouls, we've got to look to get the ball back inside and put ourselves into that bonus situation.
Okay, I guess they figure with the last rotation of players they had out there, Coach, was that they had 5 guards. Maybe Coach Michaels didn't feel he had the strength to go inside. Maybe Charles Bronson might get a look, or one of the Bateses can return. Kent Smith in foul trouble. Both Bateses in foul trouble. They really don't have the inside presence maybe to attack the post, but that was certainly successful for them.
Okay, then my thought would be more patient, run your back doors like we saw earlier in the game, run your back doors, your cuts to the basket, be more patient. What we've seen, if we take a look at that shot chart for the last couple of minutes, we've seen some shots at the top of the key and on the baseline, but not a lot of patience.
No, they're not being very patient. They are shooting quickly. I see Kent Smith, number 30, is back in the game. Give Norristown a little bit of muscle and size inside. Norristown turns it right over to Quakertown. They turn it right back, and Norristown almost turned it right back to them. Sloppy play right now, the last 4 minutes by the Eagles. They're just not taking care of the ball. Tony Ellis getting a lot of playing time in the first half here. Again, a turnover. He kicks it off his foot. Copeland on transition. Another turnover. And Jamal Alford on the nice hesitation move. I didn't see that call. Is that a delay of game warning?
Yeah, I think he was signaling it.
Delay of game warning,
Right.
Okay. Game's gotten sloppy, Bob. I'm surprised Copeland, he's their bread and butter, and came in highly touted, but he's not really taking care of the ball either.
I said to you on the first possession, Tom, I was concerned with that. A lot of dribbling going nowhere.
Here's Ellis again on the right wing. Carmona cutting the basket. There's Kent Smith inside, and his presence is felt. He's a strong kid, and he's finishing very well. Looks like he needs a looser pair of pants, though. He might split them before the season's over, the game's over. But the count is on. Copeland 23 of penetration. Dishes off to number 40. Turnover. It's going to be blue ball. Steve Hendricks fighting that time with Kent Smith. The ball went off of Kent. It'll be Quakertown's ball inside. Last inbounds play, Norristown did a good job switching inside, prevent the layup. 41, they got
a little
the
push off there
foul,
on the penetration.
Push off on number 41, Brian Wimmer. Two minutes, a very important 2 minutes for Norristown. Coach, they like to extend this lead to have a comfort zone at halftime. So let's see who wins the last 2 minute battle here. Norristown up 28-19. Exactly 2 minutes remaining. Carmona.
It's interesting too, Quakertown is putting full court pressure on Norristown.
Yes, they are. And Norristown's turned it over a couple times. Here's Tavon Chavou. Alfred on the baseline. Going to get him for an offensive foul, I believe. That's an offensive foul on Alfred. He's got to feel that contact and pull up where the jump stop and kick the ball out. Can't put the head down and keep driving when the defense has position. That's a lot of turnovers for both teams this half. Very sloppily played, but it's important that Norristown finish strongly. Alfred, I believe, has committed his second. Norristown has a slew of players with 2 fouls. Just got to get right spacing and not reach in.
He's going to get called for palming again if he doesn't get that ball down, Tom.
And that is a good call. I have to admit, Kent Smith, don't ever go out and foul the jump shooter 26 feet from the basket. And there was definite contact. Officials look for it, and he's going to shoot 3. And that, what's worse, is Kent Smith's 3rd for the young sophomore.
Yeah, Tom, there's not a lot of logic to that. Quakertown hasn't been beating us on the outside. The realization is they've been scoring points on foul shots, so you don't need to shoot the 3-point shooter. You don't need to foul.
Big part of this game is mental. You got to use your head. Copeland converting on the first free throw. And misses the second. Chavou comes down with the loose ball rebound. Darnell Gowdy back in the game. Norristown protecting an 8-point lead right now. Carmona on the wing, hits his second 3. I saw him this summer, Bob. I like the way he strokes the ball.
I had him in class too, Tom. He's a good kid, polite kid, very responsible in the classroom.
All these kids are great kids. Nice read by Rosari coming out with the steal. Got to look that ball in. Tavon Chavou was looking down at the basket before he secured possession of the ball. Passing and catching, a very, very important aspect of the game. Often goes unnoticed, often goes untalked about, but the little things like that are the things I always believed in as a coach. Fundamentals. Quakertown now with about 30 seconds to go. Loose ball out of bounds. Being pressured by Carmona. Goes off Quakertown. Norristown, do you think they'll hold for 1, Coach?
That's an interesting question, Tom. We'll see here. This may tell us a little bit about the season. What's the game plan here? You're holding a lead of 11. Are you going to hold for the last shot?
Doesn't look like they're into any strategy, and that answers the question. The 3-pointer with 21 seconds to go. Ball into number 50, kicks it back out to number 20. Number 50, that's Landgreen, the quarterback on the football team. Number 20 at the buzzer, and that's no good. So at the end of the first half, Bob, Norristown leading 31-20. And briefly before we break for halftime, how did you view the first half? And what does Norristown have to do to look sharper in the second half?
Well, both teams were very sloppy in the first half. I think one of the things the coach is going to address at halftime is better shot selection, more patience on the shooting aspect of it, and definitely less fouls. Here we're putting a team on the foul line, and we've committed 12 fouls the first half. That's obviously something he's going to have to address. So fouls and being more patient on the offensive end. And Tom, just interesting thought, at that last 30 seconds, are we looking to hold the ball or take that shot?
As a coach there, I have a lead like that. Unless it's an open layup transition-wise or an open pass off an offense, I spread the floor and go for 1. Different coaches have different philosophies. We'll see what happens in the second half when we return. Once again, our halftime score here, Norristown 31, Quakertown 20. Yeah, doing good. How you doing, all right? Okay, we are back to start the second half. Norristown leading Quakertown 31-20, and I see big number 52 now on the floor for the Eagles at 6'9", Charles Bronson. 6'9", Charles Bronson, and number 4, Marvito Christie, neither of whom played the first half. And with Bronson, he's got very strong moves inside, power moves. Marvito Christie, great athleticism, great speed and quickness, and also experience. And you got to note also, Terry Pearson, a returning starter from last year, has been injured. He's not back with us right now. So let's see what this new look Norristown team does to start the second half as Quakertown comes out in a 1-2-2 or 3-2 zone. So let's see what Norristown does to attack this zone. We got a point guard through, and they turn it over right away.
Not much penetration either against the zone. You went right to the wing instead of looking to penetrate.
Copeland on the miss. Carmona on the rebound. Gowdy back at the point. Look to attack baseline. They have guard exchange out front. Christie with the ball at the point. Posting up inside, low is Bates, high is Bronson. Norristown, we're probably going to pack it in, give him that outside shot. And there's Marvito Christie's first shot off the bench, hits a 3 from the right corner. Norristown leading 34-20.
Yeah, good patience on that, good ball movement, and good shot.
Well, you know, Coach, teams pack it in against the zone, you're going to have to hit from the outside. Temple sure found that out the last two nights, the way Duke and Villanova stroked the ball from the perimeter. That's number 40, Steve Hendricks, a little 12-foot turnaround jumper. 34-22 Norristown. There's Carmona in the right wing. Gowdy on the dish to Christie. He drives on the pump and scores. So Christie, 2 for 2, 5 points. Minute and a half into the second half. He's added a nice spark, Bob.
Yeah, see, and I like the fact, too, the guard penetrated and then kicked it off. We got the layup and the foul out of it. Yeah, good spacing on that, too, Tom. 3 players topping the 2 wings, looking to move the ball.
You're right. If you're patient, you can get the splits on the zone. And once you penetrate in that zone, it's got to collapse, you're in trouble. Christie with a 6-point of the half, or of the quarter. Norristown now with a 15-point lead. And
caught napping a little bit on that one, though, Tom. Guy got in for a layup,
Charles
was
Bronson
blocked.
has to get back in defensive transition a lot quicker. Norristown in man-to-man. Bronson beating baseline. Missed chippy there by the Panthers. Christie to Gowdy. Gowdy to the point, swings the ball to Marvito. Marvito posting up. That's Bates inside, and that's very good ball movement. That's Matt Bates on an excellent pass from Marvito Christie. Copeland bringing the ball up the right side. Nice screen there by number 50. And Matt Bates, I believe, on the foul. I'm pretty sure, or it was either Marvito Christie. That was Marvito Christie on the foul. Nice pick there, Bob, set by number 50, Nate Landgreen. And Copeland once again fouled on the jump shot. I think Norristown's fouled 3 or 4 times tonight, the jump shooter.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised too, because I felt that I wasn't so sure there was a foul there. You know, that's my call at that point, but I thought he went up and got a block on it, but the official, I think, saw some body from the backside, but I thought he made a good effort at it.
Okay, Copeland sinks the first of 2. Misses the second. Quakertown's missed a couple free throws lately.
Good strong rebound by Mr. Bates too. Came out of nowhere and just pulled it down.
Exactly right. Here's Christie with the ball. They're looking to go into Bronson. Nice dump pass by Bronson. Head fake Bates, and he's fouled. Nice basketball play there by Charles Bronson on a high-low. He felt the double team coming, Bob, and he found Matt Bates on a low block.
Yeah, it's good look. You like to see that from your big man, giving it up to someone else cutting to the basket.
Let's see how Matt Bates does here at the free throw line. Sinks the first one. Matt Bates hurt us last year when I was coach here at Norristown in the Christmas tournament against Kennedy Kendrick. I think he had 17 rebounds against us, and you can see why now. Transition, Quakertown, number 33 spots up just inside the three-point line, and that's Bob Belenius. And you've got a pushing foul on number 41. That's Brian Wimmer. Norristown will inbound the ball here on the side out.
Came very close to stepping out of bounds there, Tom.
Yeah, he got bailed out, I think, on the foul call. Double team, Carmona double teamed on the inbounds. Stolen, but Carmona showed good hustle coming right back. Possession, however, will go to Quakertown.
I must admit, I'm a little surprised that Quakertown's putting pressure on us. I'm so accustomed to seeing it the other way around. Quakertown's putting a little full court, half court pressure on us.
Well, I guess they feel Norristown's young guard, Carmona, is susceptible, and they maybe need a turnover to get some momentum back. So right now they're looking at a 15-point deficit, and they're going to get Bates, I believe, on his third foul for a reach in over the top. And we don't want to see Norristown set the tone again this half with the reach-ins. Number 34, that's Harley Moyer, back to Copeland at the point. Copeland on the dribble to number 20, that's Steve Wimmer. Number 30 on the nice drive, reverse layup missed. Norristown rebounds the ball. Gowdy on the penetration and takes it all the way right through and over Copeland. Outstanding drive and finish by Darnell Gowdy. Quakertown right back with the ball in transition, number 33, Belenius. Nice. Inside on give and go to Copeland. And Norristown throws the ball away. That's why you don't want to have your number 5 man have to make a tough pass.
Yeah, that's 2 straight possessions, Tom, that Norristown's been late getting back. And that last one just cost them a field goal. The one before that almost cost them a field goal.
Well, I believe that's one of the reasons. The Norristown guards penetrate and the big guys are stuck inside. Nobody's rotating over for defensive protection. When any of the point or 2 guard penetrate, somebody's got to protect defensively. And a coach has been aware of that, and he's been drilling that at practice, is what he shared with me. Foul goes on Anthony Carmona, number 34 at the line, Harley Moyer for the Panthers. First free throw is good. And the second one off the mark, rebounded and again thrown away, saved by Gowdy. Gowdy on the drive, no foul call. Carmona on the offensive board, fouled over the top. Norristown, you could really tell this is their opening game, Bob. They're just too inconsistent with the ball. They're doing some outstanding things, but they're doing too much sloppy ball handling and poor decision making on their passes that I'm sure is not going to have Coach Michaels happy. However, he's got 6 days to prepare for his next game right here at Norristown next Tuesday night against Hatboro. And as much as we remember the rivalry with Hatboro over the years, we're going to appeal to the fans of the Norristown community. Come out to see, if not, it could be the top-ranked team in Pennsylvania in Hatboro, and the young Norristown Eagles with nothing to lose. So it should be, this gym should be packed, and it's a great bargain to come out and see an outstanding team and Norristown, hopefully an outstanding effort against them next Tuesday.
And certainly for a young team, they need that support. They need the fans to come out and support and be audible.
Carmona to Christie. Another forced pass inside to Bates. And I believe he called a travel there. Norristown is little things they just have to shore up, and they will. I'm very confident. Here's Copeland with the point, guarded by Christie. Christie just wants to keep in front of him. Nice screen run by number 21 for Quakertown. Missed the jumper from the corner. That was Brunner. Gowdy. What Norristown's doing, Bob, they're telegraphing their passes. They're trying to throw over-the-head passes instead of triple threat position. Right, get down there, show the ball, fake up top, fake down low, get the defense to commit. I always hated those passes when a player caught the ball and they brought it above their head. You're telling the defense you can only do one thing.
Yeah, you've limited your options. You're now a one-option player. You've got to pass the ball. You can't shoot it and you can't dribble it.
Here's a skip pass to Gowdy. Spin dribble, pull-up jumper, nice play. He's a talent. Coach, he's a real talent, Darnell Gowdy. Number 40, turnaround jumper for Hapro. Off the mark, rebounded by Charles Bronson. Hands it off to Gowdy, penetrating up. Christie open on the left wing. Darnell calling a play here, gets a high screen from Bates. Pull-up jumper, bingo. He's capable of hitting 5 or 6 of them in a row, Bob.
Yeah, that seemed pretty effortless, Tom. It was open, took the jumper, and there's not a lot of pressure on there at them.
No, when he was a freshman, he played varsity. Matter of fact, started as a freshman in a big game against Conestoga. Played the entire game. Our starting point guard, Marcus Green, was out that game. He did not turn the ball over one time.
I'll tell you something I just picked up that I like to see. Darnell, when the play just occurred, the one player from Quakertown was on the floor. When the guy got up, Darnell slapped him on the back to say, nice job. I like to see that kind of thing from our players.
Well, Darnell Gowdy's a class kid, and I'm not surprised at all. This whole Norristown team, I think, are classy kids, and they're going to make the community proud. No matter what their record is, no matter what championships are won or not won, this group of kids are going to play hard, and Coach Michaels and his staff, by the way, Coach Troy Crow, Mike Evans, and Coach Greg Bates on the bench, has an outstanding coaching staff along with them. Here's Copeland trying to inbound a ball close to a 5-second violation. Trapped in the corner. And easy two for number
He got away
34.
with it too, because the entry
Farley
spot
Moore.
was in the corner. Not a good area to put the ball in.
You know, coaching point there. Some coaches look to deny baseline. That was always my philosophy. Coach Michaels likes to give baseline and get help. So a number of these kids have to go from one style of play and philosophy to another, and that's going to take time also. Norristown up 17 with under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. That's number 43, Butts, right into the game. It's 34, missed jumper by Moyer. Ball in the hand of Darnell Gowdy. Gowdy to Christie. Christie swings it to Jamal Alford, dumps it in to Bates. Bates powers up and in.
See, another good note. 4 passes, you got the ball inside and got the score out of it. But 4 passes to set up Bates inside, and they're looking for him on the inside.
Exactly
and he
right.
delivered.
Exactly right. Matt sealed his man very well there. The only criticism, he looked to go straight up rather than the ball fake right away, but strong enough to get the ball back. Here's Moyer with the ball. Steal by Gowdy on the breakaway. Chased down, it converts. Darnell Gowdy converts on the play. Norristown now pulling away, up 51-30. And Quakertown right now, his confidence is shattered, Coach Koch.
Yeah, they're going through the motions. I don't know what I say, going through the motions, but you don't see that intensity on the defensive end. And here you go, quick shot again.
Once again, we foul the three-point shooter.
That's the second time that's happened tonight, and I know Coach isn't going to be happy with it.
And this is a possible 4-point play. And the worst thing you could do to swing the game in the other direction, you can't fly at the three-point shooter. You just can't do it. You have to have smart closure to the ball, jump stop, and then be ready to check out. A hand up, but you can't fly diagonally at the shooter.
And Tom, you don't give up a 30-35% shot on that three-pointer for a 70-85% shot on line.
Right.
And Quakertown hasn't shown they can hit jumpers.
No, they haven't. Brian Wimmer misses the free throw. Christie on the penetration. Gowdy called for shuffling his feet. Back in the
I'm going to come back to you again on this, Tom. 15 seconds left at the end of the quarter. It looks like we're ready to take the shot instead of pulling it up and using it as a clinic. My thought is use that time as a clinic for your next game.
Exactly right, unless they don't want to show the Hatboro scouts their delay offense. Backdoor cut, good defense. Norristown has 1.9. Time enough if they could convert a long pass, a turn, and a shot. Quarterback Jamal Alford throws the ball deep, intercepted by number 50, and that is the end of the third quarter. And that's amazing. The quarterback for Norristown just threw a pass that was intercepted by the quarterback from Quakertown. So it was the end of the first quarter on that note, third quarter on that note. Coach Cox, Norristown up 18, and now it's just a matter, I think, of naming their score.
Well, I think Norristown cut down on the fouls. You see there's 5 fouls where we're in foul trouble early in the first half. We're not committing as many fouls. And I love it when they're patient inside. I love it when we get the ball up court. If we don't have out of the primary break, look for that ball inside. The Bateses have both shown that they can deliver inside. Be patient and work the ball inside. They're going to give you fouls on the foul line. And both of them are very quick and very strong inside. You got to utilize it.
Absolutely here now. Now I think if you're Quakertown and you're Coach Keeler, you're trying to implore your players to keep playing hard. We played Whitehall tough. We gave Norristown. It's only an 18-point game. I think their goal is to see if they can win this quarter. Maybe try to get the score within 10, have a chance. Norristown does not. They don't want to let up. They want to build upon the 18-point lead.
See, I think too, Tom, you're trying to use every quarter and as much of the quarter as possible as a clinic because you know you're going to win this one. Now you have to start thinking about what you're going to have to do in future games when the money's on the table and you have to be successful. 2 minutes, 3 minutes left in the game and 3 or 4 point differential.
Right. Here's Christie on the drive, pull-up jumper, nice control, nice square up. That's what Marvito's got to do. Bob, if he plays under control and he listens to his coach and plays a smart game, Marvito Christie can be an outstanding basketball player. He's got athleticism.
He's left-handed too, which is going to help too.
He's unorthodox to defend. I don't know what the delay is right now. Ref. I tried to get the official's attention. I believe a technical foul was called. I don't know what the call was, but it was against Norristown, so it'll be a 2-shot technical on possession. I mean, I didn't hear any screaming. There wasn't any arguing. Maybe a coach got off the bench. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm blindsided on this, Tom. I don't have any idea. I didn't hear or see anything.
33, Belenius makes the technical. Belenius on the conversion in the second. What was the call? What was the teal? Who was the teal?
We got a warning in the first half for a delay
game. Thank you. That was a delay of game warning that the Eagles received in the first half. When the ball goes through the basket, the team that just scored cannot touch the ball to impede the transition of the opposition at the other end. The first call is a warning, and that was the second time. So a technical foul was assessed against Norris.
See, Tom, this goes back to what I said to you about using the time now as your clinic for your future games. Here we have a situation where we just committed a technical. They scored both on the foul shot. Now this player's on the line. It's a potential 4-point play out of this.
Absolutely. That's Belenius' third straight free throw conversion in this possession. Belenius off the mark there, rebounded by number 30, sophomore Kent Smith. Irizarry pushes the ball up to Carmona on the right wing, to Marvito Christie at the point. Nice ball movement by the Eagles. Kent Smith, skip pass to Carmona. Carmona, nice jump stop, stays under control, gets the ball to Irizarry on the left wing. Double team there and turnover by Irizarry, recovered by Carmona. That's the second recovery he's had tonight. Christie on the penetration, nice pull up, and it looked like a hand check against Quakertown. That's their 5th team foul.
I'll tell you what I liked in the last possession. We had 7 passes before we made a penetration going to the basket, and we picked up the foul out of it. We have the clock and the score at this point. Now's when we time to focus on the inside and more patient.
Inside or open shot. They have no need to shoot with any defensive interference. Marvito Christie's playing an outstanding second half. He's playing well under control. He's running the offense. See that over the head. I just can't stand that. Triple threat position is what you got to do. Nice look, assist by Christie.
Or on the catch, Tom, he just did a 360 on the catch instead of catching and squaring that triple threat position. He caught it, did a 360 to turn to the basket.
For you fans that don't know what I'm talking about, a triple threat position is when you catch the ball in the wing, you bend your knees, you protect the ball, you bring it down waist level and a rocker step rather than bring it above the head. Triple threat means you have the threat to shoot, to pass, or to drive. Another big bucket by the Eagles. Was that Smith? Norristown up 21, just over 6 to play in the game. Kent Smith again on the defensive rebound. Carmona to Irizarry. Marvito Christie on the pull-up. Marvito came to play. And Norristown 59-36. Quakertown will call timeout. Will you assess the play of Marvito Christie? To me, he's been the difference this half.
Yeah, very strong, good jump shot, good form there. Again, it was a quick pass and a quick release. I think Quakertown is a little bit slow getting down the court, and that defensive pressure is stopped. Tom, I still would like to see with 5, we're almost 6 minutes left in the game, and you're up by 20 points. And if your point of reference early is that this is early in the season's first game, at this point, as the coach, I'll be looking to pull the ball out. I wouldn't be doing the running unless it's a definite fast break. Now I'll be working on that half-court set and trying to get myself set for the Hatboro-Horsham in the next game and the game beyond that, because the transition game that's here now may not be there next week, and you need to be more patient. And you have 6 minutes to work against some of the problems that you may have and may experience in your future games.
Well, that's a good point. You don't tell your kids to stop running. They have open transition. You can't tell your kids that that's your bread and butter. But you have to emphasize, when we're in the half-court set, execute, be patient, work on the half-court game to reinforce the principles of that half-court game offensively. And also, you don't want to gamble defensively. You still want to stay solid and not get lazy. Three-quarter length pass to Copeland. A little bit too much size for Irizarry. Quakertown now on a press. And Norristown, first mistake that, I think second turnover by Marvito this half.
See, there's something they're probably going to have to work on the next couple weeks, because they have had some problems with the press. They have turned it over with the full court pass.
They have to recognize, get in their press offense, get the ball to the people. It's hard to dribble through it. Gabe just did. Nice head fake by Kent Smith. Squared up, showed the ball. Very solid play. See Darnell Gowdy ready to come in. I think he'll be instrumental in helping with Norristown in their press offense.
Point guard did a nice job on that too, Tom, pushing the ball up court and setting the table for that layup. He made the penetration, he beat the pressure, and got the ball inside where someone could do something with it.
Yeah, he made good decisions there. sometimes you don't want kids to try to split double teams, but he felt that he had enough of a gap in there, and he was successful doing it. Kent Smith on the missed free throw. Converts the second. 20-point lead for the Eagles. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Copeland out at the point, being nicely guarded, and you don't want to reach there. Irizarry really hustling, playing that passing lane well. Moyer kicks it out to Wimmer. Good defense by Norris.
See, and he helped create that turnover too, because he kept pressure on the passing lane, and we got the turnover out of it.
Absolutely. Nice look by Gaddy on the pass, fouled on the pass.
He's not credited with the steal, but he certainly could be, because he got the assist on that. Put a lot of pressure on the wing player.
Number 10, Darnell Gaddy, will be shooting a 1-and-1 here. And he's a good shooter. Darnell Gaddy's got to shoot 80 to 85% from the line. If he doesn't, it means he's not concentrating, because mechanically and talent-wise, he's an outstanding shooter. He's the point guard. He should shoot 85%. I'm putting the pressure on him. And I'm going to tell him tomorrow in school.
2 for 2 for you, Tom.
And I hope that he comes back and say, Coach McGee, I'm going to shoot 90% just for that. Norristown's really battling on the boards. Vito got caught out of bounds there. Quakertown with 4.5 to go in the game. Copeland inbounding the ball. That's the first play they got beat inside on an inbounds. You got to switch there. They throw screens. You got to switch. Got to open up back to the ball. Gowdy against the pressure, splitting it. Did a nice job pulling it out. Finds Irizarry. Skip pass to Christie. Christie penetrates, kicks it out the game. Good ball move. Nothing open inside yet. Smart play.
6 passes on this possession so far, Tom. More patience.
Quakertown on the switching man-to-man. Nice dish.
See,
Beautiful
that's a great
execution.
play. You had 7 passes on the play. You penetrate and give it off to the open guy inside. You get your layup and your
Beautiful
points
execution.
and burn the clock.
And you can tell this team was coached in that execution. Is that number 21? I believe it was. Greg Brunner. Christie. Let's see if Norristown can do the same thing. Kick out, shooting in rhythm, a little flat. Andrew a little bit flat on his shot.
A little bit quicker on that series too. 4 passes, quick shot.
Good non-call there. It was all ball. I don't know about that one. Vito was he was ambushed there. Timeout, Quakertown on the steal and conversion, cutting the lead to 18. And what did I say before the quarter, Coach? Quakertown's goal is to stay close, try to win this quarter. Right now, they're tied this quarter.
That's right. As a coach, you don't like to think of mental victories or those kind of things, but if you're Quakertown's coach at this point, you got to think, look, and you build on it for the next game and the next game for Quakertown. They tied Norristown, or maybe they picked up a point or 2 in the 4th quarter over Norristown. That's an edge that you build on for the rest of the season, that you played Norristown, the tradition of Norristown, success of Norristown, and you held them even for a quarter. You build on that.
Yeah, I never believed in that term moral victory. Number one, if you get hammered by somebody, you get hammered. There's nothing morally good about that. If you play somebody tight, a team that maybe is a prohibitive favorite, then you're disappointed because you were close enough to play them tight, but you didn't win. So it's a no-win situation. Basically, you want your kids to play hard and play clean and not recruit. Norristown running their motion offense, cutting off high post. Nice take there that time.
4 passes, baseline drive and score, and we're looking again to take the ball inside and finish.
Matt Bates, I think, is going to worry a lot of coaches in the Suburban 1 Liberty division this year. Copeland kicks the ball back out, 15-footer by number 40, Hendricks. Rebounded by number 33, Bohemius. Corner jumper, and that is for a 3 by number 20, Steve Wimmer, cutting the Norristown lead to 17 points with just over 2 minutes remaining in the game.
See, there's a good move on Mr. Bates' part. Had the open shot, pulled it out, used the clock.
Charles Bronson. It's difficult for Charles in a motion offense. He takes up so much space, and this is all in precision cuts. Charles is just not that athletic on this type of offense. He's better in just a post-up offense. Norristown battling on the boards. Carmona on the miss. Number 20, Wimmer.
In that last possession, though, Tom, I was impressed with Bronson in that pass. That's twice now we've seen him hit the open person on the cut to the basket, make the pass.
Okay, Tavon Chavou in, Tony Ellis in, Charles Bronson. Coach has gone to his bench. The only starter he has Tony Ellis who started, but normally Tony will come off the bench for the Eagles. Ellis on the penetration, don't dribble into trouble. Okay, Bronson looking for the cutter.
Yeah, see, I like the fact they're looking for the players cutting to the basket and they're looking for the open person. They're looking for each other. I like that. Everybody's doing that. Bronson's doing it, Bates is doing it.
Right, and Charles is keeping the ball up high. So for him as a post passer, using his size, that is an effective method for him. Okay, 45 seconds to go. And number 31, shot blocked there by...
You know, in that time, he's looking to take the 3 as Quakertown's been doing the last couple minutes, but his foot was on the line, and as a coach, we tell him there's only a couple inches between that 3-point, 2-point line. You got to get over the line to make that 3.
You have to know where you are, absolutely. See, Norristown doesn't have a true guard in there right now, a point guard that wants the ball. They're not making good decisions. And see, these are where the skill level is easily seen. Norristown is playing basically with 2 guards. They don't have a true point guard. Tavon Chavou is more or less of a swing player, as is Carmona. So they're struggling with the ball. And Quakertown's cutting into the lead, which is going to make the score somewhat deceptive. Right now it's a 13-point game, and people will see this score tomorrow and think that Quakertown gave Norristown a better game than they did. Coach Michaels keeps in his guards. You know, Norristown wins this by 30. However, he's giving kids a chance to play, which is what I've always believed in.
And he needs to do that. It's early in the season. He needs to say who's going to help him.
And that's the final score. So congratulations to Coach Bill Michaels in his debut here at Norristown High School. He gets a victory in his first start. Final score, Norristown 66, Quakertown 53. And Coach Koch, on behalf of the Norristown Area School District TV station, it was a pleasure working with you. We'll see you here in future games.
Tom, pleasure too. We're going to have a lot of fun this year.
Hope so. So on behalf of Bob Koch, I'm Tom McGee. Good night from Norristown Area High School.